Hello again, everybody. Back again for yet another historical matchup that we will simulate on Out of the Park Baseball 20. We have in this one the 1963 Los Angeles Angels, an expansion team for the most part, who were just getting started in the American League. They had a tough season in '63. They lost 91 games. Not all that much to speak of offensively. Leon Wagner did have 90 RBIs and 26 home runs, but that was the bulk of a lot of the offense. Buck Rogers, you might remember, Jim Fregosi ended up having a nice career. He's only 21 on this team, so very early. The pitching staff, nobody winning over 13 games. Ken McBride and Dean Chance logging the most innings, both over or close to 250. Dean Chance is maybe the ace. But overall, not a very good team or dominant team. The Angels, they were just, again, getting started. They play their home games at Dodger Stadium, which is interesting because you're used to seeing only the Dodgers play there. But they were just getting started. They didn't really have a park yet and weren't really that good. And they're drawn against the 2007 Detroit Tigers, who, on the other hand, were quite good. They're just coming off of their pennant-winning season in 06. They won 88 games. Second in the Central. They actually missed the playoffs this year. But a lot of veteran talent here. Ivan Rodriguez behind the plate. You have Gary Sheffield still on the team. You have Placido Polanco and Carlos Guillen. And, of course, Maglio Ordonez, who had 139 RBIs in 07. And Curtis Granderson, who was quite in his prime. He did strike out quite a lot, but he was launching the ball for 23 homers and stole 26 bases, so Granderson was quite good. And pitching-wise, 24-year-old Justin Verlander was coming into his own. He won 18 games, pitched over 200 innings, and really was starting to propel his career. Nate Robertson, Jeremy Bonderman also on the staff, and Todd Jones, the closer. So, the Tigers are definitely a good team, even though they didn't have any postseason success. And playing against an expansion team like the Angels, they're for sure the favorites. And we'll open the series at Comerica Park with Verlander, the ace, taking the mound against Dean Chance. And we'll see just what happens if the Tigers can win as expected, or the Angels can put up a nice fight here, and we'll get a good series. So let's see what happens as we open the series. And get the excitement started. So here we go with game one. Dean Chance versus Verlander, and we are in the top of the second with Jim Fregosi facing Verlander. Nobody on, nobody out. And a shot to the left. Fregosi will go for extras here. He will wind up at second with a double. So Fregosi starts off the second inning in style. But he does not come around, and the pitching duel ensues here between Chance and Verlander. We're in the bottom of the fourth with Maglio Ordonez up there and Polanco on first. Nobody out. Chance delivering, and Mags hits it to third. There's a play there and a turn for a double play. Torres starts the twin killing from third, and the pitching duel will continue as Marcus Thames comes up there with Granderson up at the bottom of the fourth. And there's a shot way back. This one's deep, folks, and gone. Marcus Thames opens the scoring in the game and in the series, taking this one way out of Comerica Park. And Chance gives up the homer, gives Verlander the lead. It's 2-0 as we move to the sixth inning with Rogers up there. Nobody out. Rogers takes a pitch on the outside after a good at bat where he had fought off a full count. And he's on first for Bob Sadowski. Sadowski lays down a bunt. Plays made at first. Runner advances to second. One down for Albie Pearson against Verlander. And Pearson will go back up the middle. This ball will get through. So the Angels with a rally here in the 6th as Felix Torres comes up with 2 on and 1 out. Verlander probably hoping for the K here. Let's see what he gets. And he gets exactly that, a swinging strikeout on a changeup. And now it's up to Leon Wagner to try to break through. Verlander hits it, the pitch, and the ball's popped up, an easy out here. Polanco's got it, and Verlander gets off with the snide here in the inning and continues his shutout performance. We'll move to the 8th here with Bobby Sea on for the Tigers, replacing Verlander, who's done for the day. Buck Rogers on first. There's 1 out with Sandusky back at the dish. And Sandusky will line it to center. That's going to drop in there for a hit. So Leland might regret here pulling Verlander because the bullpen here is in some trouble in the 8th. Here's Albie Pearson. Pearson will hit a shot to right, but coming in hard is Ordonez. He'll have it. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and Felix Torres now with the chance in this 2-0 game. Torres will line a shot to short, but the play is made there. Santiago with a nice play with the force out at 2nd, and yes, sir, the Tigers continue the shutout as we move to the 9th with Fergosi up there. Todd Jones on to close it, 1 out. Fergosi will line a single to center, so the Angels trying to rally here. Only their 4th hit on the day. Charlie D's at the plate. This one's lined to center. Play is made there by Granderson for the 2nd out. And Billy Moran is the last chance here for the Angels. Moran will hit it short. Play should be made, and is. Nice play by Santiago, and a 2-0 shutout win for the Tigers here after Game 1. Wonderful performance by their pitching staff. Only allowed 4 hits, and the difference in the game was that 1 swing of the bat by Thames. A 2-run homer in the 4th inning, and a very quick, very well-played game. Verlander went 7 strong, struck out 5. Dean Chance pitched well as well in the loss, but Jones closed the door, and the Tigers very efficiently win Game 1. And now take the first step in the series here as we continue now and looking forward to game number 2 with Jeremy Bonderman for the Tigers facing Ken McBride as the Angels look to rebound and get some of their offense going after a very, very tough game where they were shut out. So live at Comerica Park, we are in the top of the 1st with the Angels threatening against Jeremy Bonderman. 1 out. Jim Fergosi up with 2 men on. Fergosi takes ball 4 inside, and we have the bases loaded here. Bonderman has walked 2 already, and Charlie Deese with a chance to put the Angels up in front, and Deese lines one. It'll be caught in right, but a run will tag and score. Torres crosses the plate as Mags got the ball back in, but too late, and it's 1-0 Angels with Billy Moran up there and 2 outs. Moran lines a single to right. This will plate another run, it looks like. Yes. Runner beats the throw, 2-0 Los Angeles. They failed to score in all in Game 1, and they've come out here well. Scoring 2 in the 1st, and Curtis Granderson up now trying to answer for Detroit, and Grandy goes the other way. He lines it to left up against the wall. Runner will score a 2-out double by Granderson to bring the Tigers close here as they get on the board for the first time. It's 2-1 with Sadowski now up there, top of the 2nd against Bonderman, 1 out. And Sadowski lifts this one deep to left center. This one off the top of the wall, just inches from a home run. But Sadowski's going to make it all the way to 3rd with a triple. As the Angels continue to hit the ball well against Underman here early. It's 3-1, bottom of the 2nd with Infante up and the man on 2nd. And this is lined to the hole. So Infante's going to get an RBI single, and the Tigers bounce back again with a 2-out RBI. It's 3-2. Still 2 outs with 2 on. And let's see now Polanco at the plate. Polanco goes through the middle. The ball finds the hole. Throw to the plate. Runner is safe. Infante scores. Polanco with an RBI, and the Tigers have tied the game at 3 as Ken McBride is pitching just as roughly as Sponderman is, and it's Maglio Ordonez now up there with 2 on and 2 out here in the second. Mags will line one to left. This will drop. And the Tigers take the lead in this one. RBI single for Ordonez. It is now 4-3. The inning continues with Granderson up. And Granderson will go up the middle. So the Tigers pouring it on here in the second inning. They've now scored 4 in the inning. It is 5-3 as we move to the fourth. Bonderman's still in there, and Buck Rogers up with a man on, nobody out. Rogers hits this one to Polanco. Play is made at second. A double play turn there. Nice double play for the home team. Here comes Sadowski, who already has a triple in this game. Sadowski goes deep to right this time. This ball is going to carry out of here. Sadowski takes a slider over the wall, and he cuts the Tiger lead to 5-4. He's having a heck of a game here. Triple and a home run. We'll move to the sixth now, or bottom of the fifth, I should say. It's 6-4 Tigers. 2 men on, 2 out for Infante, who's already driven in some runs today. Runners go. Infante lifts it to left. This is over the left fielder's head. This is going to plate 2. Infante has a triple. He beats the throw, and the Tigers get 2 runs here in the fifth, along with the run they had previously. That's 3 runs in the inning. It's now 8-4 Tigers. 9-4 as they add another. We move to the sixth. The Angels in a deep hole here as Bonderman stays in the game, but this one's lifted deep to right, way back there. That's going to be a home run. Ordonez watches it go, and Lee Thomas with the home run. It's 9-5. It's a solo shot. 10-5 here as we move to the bottom of the sixth. Ramon Santiago up with 2 men on, 1 out. Santiago hits it into the gap. That's going to get down. 1 run in. Santiago's going to have a triple. The Tigers. All kinds of offense in this game. Totally different than game 1. It's now 12-5. 14-5 as they keep pouring it on. Gary Sheffield up here with 2 men on in the 8th. Sheffield lifts this one deep to left. Way back there, folks. This is going to be a 3-run job by Sheffield. 17 runs by the Tigers. 20 hits. It's 17-5 as we move now to the bottom of the 8th as Granderson is up there. What a performance by the Tigers, and Granderson is going to keep it rolling. This one's back, way back there. It is gone. Home run for Granderson. Back to back as he goes deep right after Sheffield. And it is 18-5. We're going to move now to the top of the 9th. Albie Pearson up there with 2 on and 1 out. Pearson will line a single to left. So the Angels load the bases. Yosman Bezrardo is in the game facing Felix Torres with the bases full and 1 out. Fly ball lifted to left. Play will be made there by Thames. And Leon Wagner's the last chance for the visitors. Wagner will hit this one to short. Santiago goes the short way, and the Tigers, with a very impressive game here, they score 18, 21 hits. A dominant effort to win game number 2. The numbers are just popping out at us here as they had 2 home runs, but ton of hits and runs. Granderson 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs. Polanco 3 for 4. Guillen 3 for 4. Sheffield went deep. Bonderman gets the win, even though he didn't pitch very well at all. But it did not matter in the end. It was all Tigers, and it's been all Tigers in the series. They're now up 2-0. In emphatic fashion, the series now will head west to Dodger Stadium. Can the Angels make anything out of this series? They now send Don Lee to the hill against Nate Robertson as they hope to change their fortunes moving forward down 2-0 to the favored Tigers. So we head out to Dodger Stadium with Nate Robertson up at the dish facing Don Lee. No score in the top of the third. Ramon Santiago is on first. With the pitch, a bunt is put on there. Here comes the throw to first with Moran covering, but the throw gets away. And Robertson will head all the way to second. So an error there by Charlie Dees, and Gary Sheffield has a chance now to get the Tigers on the board here with only 1 out and runners in scoring position. And it is Sheffield who goes deep to right and gone. The ball just gets over the wall. Sheffield goes the other way. It is a 3-run shot to open things up for the Tigers here in the third. 38-year-old Gary Sheffield showing he's still got plenty of pop in his bat. Here's Placido Polanco, still top of the third. Polanco going deep to center. This one's crushed way back there. It is gone. What a shot by Polanco. Incredible. Straight away center field. It is 4-0. Back-to-back homers by the Tigers. A lot of issues for Lee in this game. It's 4-0 as Nate Robertson now is facing Leon Wagner and is facing Felix Torres with Leon Wagner on first. And only 1 out. This is a shot to center. It'll drop in there. So now the home side with the bases loaded. And Charlie Dees up there who will have a chance to make up for his error with 1 out and the bases loaded to get his team back into this. And he shows a good eye by taking ball 4, and a run will score. Forced in on the walk, and Buck Rogers a chance now. Rogers will hit this one back to the mound. A great play there. Robertson grabs the line drive. And 2 outs now for Lee Thomas. Thomas will hit this one to center. This one might drop, but coming in hard is Granderson to make the play. And the inning is over. The Angels only get 1. It's 5-1 now as we move to the top of the 5th. Ordonez up there with a man on second. Jack Spring, the new pitcher. And Maggs hits this one deep to left. It'll drop in there. We'll get a run to score. And Maggs turning on the Jets. He'll have a triple here. And wait a minute. The ball gets away. Maggs going all the way home. Wow, do you believe it? Magliano Ordonez with an inside-the-park home run. He never hesitated. Unbelievable. That's the first one of that kind we've seen. Ordonez all the way around the bases for an inside-the-park homer. And it's 7-1. And Sheffield now is up as the game is about to be wrapped up here, but the Tigers may not be done. Sheffield, who's already homered, does it again. Deep to left. Way back. Gone once more. Gary Sheffield is on a tear. His 3rd home run of the series. 2nd of the game. It's 8-1 Tigers. And Joel Zumail will just sweep things up and wrap up the game here as he delivers. This one's lifted to left. Easy play out there. Ordonez makes it. And that'll do it, folks. The Tigers come in here and swing the bats well, pitch it well, play a well overall game. win it 8-1. It ended up being a 3-hitter in the end. Gary Sheffield with 4 RBIs and 2 home runs, including a 3-run shot. Polanco was 4 for 4. Robertson gets the win. He went 6+ and allowed no earned runs. We saw the Ordonez inside the park homer. Quite the series so far for the Tigers. They are now up 3-0. Have a chance to end it all here as Kenny Rogers, the veteran, will take the mound against Bo Belinsky. Can the Angels save face, or will the Tigers take out the brooms and sweep this one? Let's find out what happens in game number 4. So game 4 now, coming at you. We head to Dodger Stadium. Top of the first, Carlos Guillen up there with 2 out. Polanco on first. Guillen lines this one deep to right. It might go. Guillen with a home run here in the first with the man on. And the Tigers pick up right where they left off with a 2-run homer. It's 2-0. And 3-0 now as we move to the 4th. Leon Wagner up there with the man on. Kenny Rogers on the mound. This is hit back up the middle. Base hit. So a 1-out rally for the Angels. Felix Torres at the plate. Torres hits this one to third. Play is made there. Quick double play by the Tigers. Polanco with the pivot at second, and that'll do it for the inning. The 3-0 lead remains here for Detroit. We'll move to the 5th as Detroit is starting to taste a sweep here. If they can sustain this, Brandon Inge up there facing Tom Morgan. And Inge goes deep to left. This is carrying well. This is going to go over the wall. Yet another home run by the Tigers. The Angel pitching has just been devastated all series long. 5-0 now, Tigers. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Fergosi up with 2 men on, facing Rogers. Fergosi goes the other way. There's a single, so the Angels will get on the board finally. It is 5-1 with 2 men on for Leon Wagner. Still nobody out. Rounder past the hole. This gets through. So the Angels load the bases here. Kenny Rogers in some trouble. And Felix Torres up there with nobody out. The Tigers will concede the run. Here's a ground ball to Polanco. It turns into a double play there. Polanco moving quickly. The run will score. 5-2. Moving to the top of the 8th with Granderson facing Julio Navarro. Granderson hits it into the gap. This will get down. Yet another extra base hit for the Tigers. Curtis Granderson on his way to third. He'll make it. A 1-out triple for Granderson. The Tigers have just been finding the alleys and the gaps in this outfield and have been doing a great job at 6-2. They've banged out 16 hits again. A huge output. And we move to the bottom of the 9th of this game and this series as Charlie Dees is on first and Buck Rogers facing Bobby Saya with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Rogers lines it to center. Granderson on the move. He's got it. And that's a sweep, folks. The 2007 Detroit Tigers dominate the Angels. They win this last one here 6-2. The first sweep we've seen so far. 4 straight games for Detroit. Carlos Guillen with a nice game 4 here with 3 RBIs. Kenny Rogers got the win. Marcus Thames went 3 for 4 with a good performance. And it was all Tigers in all 4 of the games. Of course, that memorable game 2 where they scored 18 runs. The Angels really can get nothing going in the series. Their pitching was brutalized, literally, by the Tigers. Looking at the Tigers offense here. Ton of home runs. Sheffield had 3 of them. Polanco hit .588 in the series. Granderson hit .529. Thames hit .462. Almost everybody of substance here over 300 and then some. The pitching was great for the Tigers. They ended up allowing minimal runs. I believe if you add it up, it's only 8 runs in the 4 games they allowed. Just an outstanding performance. Polanco gets the MVP. He had 10 hits and hit .588. No competition when all said and done here. The favorite Tigers of 2007 just sweep and put away the 63 Angels 4 games to nothing. And just a quick reminder here, looking back here at game number 2, 18-5 Tigers with 21 hits. One of the best performances we've seen in any matchup. Very impressive by Detroit. To the victors goes the spoils. Tigers win. And they did it quite easily. So that's a wrap in this matchup. Hope you enjoyed it. We hope to get something more competitive in our next outing. Hope you join us in Eye of the Park Baseball 20. Historical matchups. We'll have one more for you here very shortly.